Hey folks, welcome back to Practical Outdoorist. A couple of weeks ago I posted a video of my spring garden till. The reason I posted it so late was I lost that footage and I recently recovered it, so that's why that one was so late. But moving on to today's video, I'd like to start off by giving Hoosier Outdoorist a huge shout out. He sent me some speckled butter beans for the garden, which I'm going to show you here in just a minute what I've got going on. So remember, check out. So don't forget. So before we get started, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Hoosier Outdoorist. He sent me some speckled butter beans, and we can't get those from around this area, and I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Hoosier Outdoorist. I'll leave a link to his channel down below, and you can check out his channel, and he's got some great content. And again, thank you, Hoosier Outdoorist. Now moving on to the garden. Let's go ahead and go inside and check things out. So, as I stated before, I started off with a dog kennel. It was a 10 by 10 dog kennel. And then I made these two panels here. There's one here and one on the other side. They're 10 feet long by 6 feet high. And that made my garden overall 10 by 20. Well, with a 10 by 20 garden, it's kind of hard to get everything in there that you want to get in. So I built some A-frames out of fence posts like these, and I used some baling wire like so, and I built these A-frames and let my garden grow up rather than growing out. So for example, right here I have two different types of cucumbers, one on this side and one on this side. They're both pickling cucumbers. I've probably harvested already 80 cucumbers out of here, and you can see there's still tons of flowers coming on still. So I'm going to get a lot more fruit off of that. Over here in this A-frame, I have pole type green beans, and you can see that they're doing wonderfully well. They are 6 feet tall, and they are just growing strong, and they're just now starting to flower. So I should be getting green beans off of them soon. Here I have bush green beans. I've already harvested probably, I don't know, half a bushel off of here, and they're still coming in. I still have flowers growing on those. And over here I have the speckled butter beans. Again, Hoosier Outdoors sent these to me. They come from Indiana. I don't know that they're exclusive to that area, but that's where he's from, and that's where he sent them from. And they're doing wonderful. They are a climbing type bean, and as you can see, they are starting to flower. We're getting ready to get some beans on here. And over there in the back, you can see it's probably 8 feet tall. And I believe that these beans, I believe they grow 20 feet if you'd put a fence up, you know, tall enough for them to grow that way. Over here I have a Volunteer Midnight Snacks cherry tomato. They grow black on the top and then turn red. And here I bought 4 tomato plants. Only 4 this year. And they're doing very well. I also have one more Midnight Snacks Volunteer over there. And then going outside, I had to make another little makeshift fence around these guys. These were all volunteers from last year's garden. I decided to put these in pots. Looks like we've got cherry tomato or grape tomatoes, and I'm not sure what kind the others are, to be honest with you, because they were volunteers. But they're doing well, and Here where I live, we have a huge deer problem. The deer just devastate and eat everything. So if you don't have a fence around it, you got a problem. So that's about it. Everything's doing well. I've been freezing and canning and making a lot of pickles, and everything's going well. I've been freezing and canning pickles. I've been freezing beans and canning pickles, and I guess that we're getting ready to come on with an onslaught of the rest of the stuff. Including tomatoes. I'll be canning tomatoes here soon. But that's pretty much the gist of it, and I don't know if it's... That's pretty much the gist of it, and I just thought maybe if I build the A-frames and grow my garden up rather than out, I can harvest a lot more yield. That's basically the gist of it, and what I was trying to accomplish by building the A-frames is to grow the garden up rather than out, and then therefore increasing the yield of my harvest. We'll see how it all goes, and we'll get back with you on the rest later. Remember folks, get outdoors, keep your eyes open, because if you don't, you're going to miss it. Take care.